Hello everyone, Adam Chuko Blog. Welcome to another awesome video. I buy and sell crypto. Okay, so today I want to talk about just give my 2 cents on the whole Dangote fuel price issue. One thing I've learned is that sometimes government try to make business people and entrepreneurs the bad guy in a story that is written by them or directed by them, because you can't tell me that a businessman who invested his money in this country to build facilities, pay for land, and now offer service to his people, to the consumer of his country, is now victimized because he is trying to make profit, which is not a bad thing, by producing something at a cost and marking up and selling it to people. And now he's been made to look like the bad guy. And he's been made to look by the bad guy by the same government that made him a monopoly by making policies that will only favor those who have the capacity to do certain things. Because if Dangote can build a refinery, why are we not having more private refinery? Like, why? Probably because the policy regarding building a refinery is only encouraging those who can afford to do that on a large scale like Dangote. Because we already have people who are refining diesel, kerosene, and even petrol, but they call them bunkering. So why is that not encouraged? Now, that aside, is it a crime for somebody to build a business or a factory in this country, factoring the cost and the whole government, whatever it is that you have to do to get permission or permits to, run your factory? At the end of the day, you're being punished by selling it at a price that will keep your business in business. Because the whole reason why we don't know the true cost of fuel in this country is still because of government. That's the truth. Because they say they remove subsidy and they say there is subsidy. We don't know which one again. We don't know what is what again. And when somebody finally does the job of refining fuel, we'll try to paint him as the bad guy because he paid Naira for crude oil. And nobody is asking how much in Naira did he pay per liter or per drum of crude oil. Nobody is asking that. All they heard is he paid Naira. Everybody is now like, you shouldn't have. Calm down. Ask the right questions. Me, I'm not siding for Dangote. I'm not siding for anybody in this thing. But the only person I blame is the government. Because if government is truly running on free capitalist, policies that allows anybody with the means to offer his service, whether on a small scale or on a large scale, we won't be having monopolies like Dangote. Okay? So, here is my thing. The price of fuel, whatever price of fuel Dangote is selling, whatever it is he's doing with his refinery, should not prevent people who want to go into refinery business from going into refinery business. The more, the better. Competition will even out the cost. At the same time, there should be policies to prevent what they call it, like monopolies, or how did they call it in the US again, where a company is so big that the government comes in and breaks it into tiny pieces. I will talk about that if I remember. Okay, so because sometimes it's happening with big tech, and big tech now becomes big sensors. At the end of the day, big techs like Google now is facing that issue because they are now being asked to, like, they have to break up their company because you cannot have YouTube and have all these things, only you. And at the same time, you now become a monopoly that is now influencing government policies to that point. Anyway, that's a different topic. But what I'm saying is this: let there be a free market for in the oil and gas sector or in the fuel sector, whereby somebody with the means to open a small scale refinery can do so. Somebody with the means to open a large scale refinery can also do so. Somebody who wants to import can also do so. That way will make sure that there is availability of product. And that being the case, because when there is too much supply in the market, price comes down. I be not be waiting the teachers. It's demand and supply. Scarcity, price goes up. Availability, price comes down. Unless there's something I'm missing. And also, there will also be policies that will prevent the large guys from smothering the little guys. Because the fact that we only have 3 big players or 2 big players in cement is part of the reason why cement is where it is, because it is Boa Cement or Dangote. There used to be Ibeto, but we don't know what's going on with Ibeto. You seeing it? Meanwhile, limestone is something that is in Calago. That's what they call it, limestone from in Calago. So which means limestone is local here, is not imported. But because you only have 1 major player or 2 major players, that's why the price is like that. So you now have a monopoly because the government is not making policies that will ensure that anybody with the means can go and start. So government has to make policies that will enable free enterprise so that the small and the big can coexist without the big influencing or smothering the price, the market price, making it tough for the small players to participate. Okay? And at the same time, there should be clarity in everything, because this whole confusion, I understand. Subsidy is subsidy that costs it. But when you say you've removed subsidy and the ordinary man in the street does not know the true cost of petroleum or fuel, we already know the cost of diesel, and increasing this DPK, because subsidy have been removed from those 2 items. So now that we're moving towards removing subsidy completely from fuel, okay, the local manufacturer or the local producer or the local refinery that has started should not be victimized or should not be made the bad guy in this story, to make sure that refining of our crude oil should be done locally. So my own is this: make it a fair ground for everybody who has the means to start whether a small scale or large scale refinery to do so without being put out of business by the big guy. Because sometimes the big guy can put out the small guy out of business because the politicians allow it to do so. So let there be fair trade in anything that is going on in this country. Last, the citizens will be the one to benefit when there are a lot of players in any industry. That's my 2 cents in this case. All right, guys, I buy and sell crypto. So if you need crypto or want to sell or you need crypto, contact me. Okay? Thank you guys for watching. Till I see you guys next time. Take care and bye for now.